River in downtown Nashville, Tennessee. Today, we reach Week 15, and we've got a good matchup in store between the Indianapolis Colts and the Tennessee Titans. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here's carry number 1 for Kenneth Dixon. Finds an opening past the 40. And finally marked down at the 42-yard line. That one good for 33 in the first.
So much of this game is still mental, still psychological. Yeah, we just saw a big-time run right there. But you have to believe he was dreaming about this last night in his hotel room before this one, thinking, hey, first time I touch it, let's go for some big yardage and set a tone. That's exactly what he got done.
And now here's a timeout called by the Colts on the defensive side of the ball. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Now on first, Dixon again. And some space here. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. You see the numbers on the ground for Dixon a week ago. 19 carries, 76 yards.
And their success running the ball in the previous game has to give them a lot of confidence, but they also understand going against a top 5 rush defense means you have to have a lot of offense in your game plan. Misdirection, counters, power game, maybe even some quarterback run to take the heat off of the running back.
Mariota on first down. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be second down.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up second down.
Here's Mariota. The Colts are going to get him. Down he goes.
Enough takes a start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
No, now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
3rd and long here for Mariota. And this is going to be incomplete.
What's the old adage? Be quick, but don't hurry. Well, that went right out the window there. He was hurried, harassed. That ball had to be gotten rid of, otherwise he was going to get sacked.
They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Luck and the Colts come up now 1st and 10 at their own 21. Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay.
Delay of game, offense.
And that'll set them back 5. So a little bit of a stiffer challenge now. 1st and 15 following the delay of game. The pitch goes to Barkley. Oh, spinning away. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. That one good for 12 yards. And it'll bring up a second down. A toss out to Barkley. Oh, he shifts past him. That one for Indianapolis, resulting in 15 yards and a fresh set of downs. A lot of running backs, a little bit of a disadvantage when you start talking MVP. Might not be the case this year. You think he's got a shot, don't you?
I do. I think he's got more than a shot. But what he's going to need here down the stretch this late in the season, he needs that big closing game, that game that we're all going to reflect on and go, oh, my goodness, did he put up a number, let's say 200 plus?
Yeah, he's got this to the 30 before being taken down. A good pickup there, 26 yards. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now a first down throw. Lock. Over the middle here, it's Hilton. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. A gain of 6 there on first.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
On second down, here's Barkley. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. A gain of 11 that time and a Colts first down. So a solid run by Saquon Barkley and another 1st and 10 here. They keep it with Barkley on first down. And able to get him inside the 5 here, just inside the 5 to about the 4. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. Here's a give to Barkley. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
Now Luck, and unable to connect. If he had caught it, it would have been a first down. Instead, it's 4th.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Titan offense now as they make their way back onto the field. The partner just looking at some of the struggles they've had this season. The playoffs are not in their future. As they start to peer toward the offseason, what moves might they make?
I think the running back position, and I know we talk all the time about the NFL being a passing league, but the teams that run the ball effectively, they're the ones that go deep into the playoffs and go to the Super Bowl. They have to upgrade here. And you and I both know in recent years in the draft, people have shied away from taking a runner early, but there's that special one there. I say they go get him.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Tackle made that time by Vita Vea.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Mariota from the gun on 3rd down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Well, certainly some teams are not intimidated by down and distance on defense, are they? 3rd and very long? Let's go get this guy again. Big-time pressure.
Returnable here from the 38. 21 yards. Well done on the return. And the Colts are set up well as they take over 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. And now Indianapolis set to take the field. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
Barkley, toss play left. What a spin. 12 yards is the pickup there, and that is going to set up a 3rd and 1. Getting the sense, Charles, they're going to put a big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far, working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light best.
They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down. Here we go on 4th. Lock. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. 4th down, no problem. Just a ho-hum pickup of 14 to keep the offense on the field. A 1st down carry for Barkley. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the 1st quarter of play. And they've got it here with a 1st down. They'll try and run for it with Barkley. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
They get it to him running left. And he takes it in for a Colts score. Saquon Barkley, a 5-yard touchdown run. And the Colts are able to grow their lead. And there you go, nothing really too complex. Block, keep to your assignments, let them run it in. They did it.
Fundamental football. Good blocking, beats good tackling on that play. End result, touchdown.
Fairbairn now to kick this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. And as this offense makes their way back out, NFC playoff race time, we give you a look at what's going on there. And it's right about this time of year you start to say this is when the cream rises to the top. Week 15, 3 weeks left to go, but still plenty to be determined.
And I think for most teams, the obvious is to try and be the number 1 or number 2 seed. But when you look at it across the league and throughout the history of trying to get to the Super Bowl, the teams you really fear are the ones that get hot and sometimes sneak in at a 5 or a 6 seed, because we've seen those teams actually get to the Super Bowl.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away, because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Working out of the gun, Mariota. Under pressure again, and down he goes again.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
fielded at the 33. He had his sights on the end zone, no doubt, but is brought down after a huge return there. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. A very short field to work with now. 1st and goal after the great punt return. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. And Barkley will try to punch it in. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. Saquon Barkley with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Colts add on to their lead. Fairbairn good with the extra point. And always a good first half when you can hit pay dirt twice.
And it never hurts to have that good feeling as the game moves on. Just think about halftime. If that's all he gets, he'll just sit there at the half and think, all right, 2 already. I can get some more. I can get some more. And he'll be encouraging his offensive line to create some space.
And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. The results for them so far not that great. Well, not good at all. 3 drives, 3 punts.
Yeah, and now what you're doing is you're looking at your play sheet, trying to figure out what you're going against.
Rush coming, and he's taken down.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely he's been under constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. And they're able to bring him down at the 20. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
From the gun, Mariota. And they'll bring him down here up at about the 22-yard line. Give him 2 yards on that play, and that's going to make it 4th down. Here's Brett Kern now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. And now Indianapolis set to take the field. They have to be pleased with the way that they moved the football thus far.
And why wouldn't they be? 2 touchdowns on a field goal in their first 3 possessions. They're playing so well right now, the field goal probably feels like a disappointment.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. A tremendous play there from Saquon Barkley. 61 yards. I guess that's what happens when you give the current NFL rushing leader that much room.
And when you do, all you're doing is solidifying his standing at the top of the leaderboard. He's going to continue to get more and more yards. Good luck trying to chase him down.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. A gain of 11 that time, and a Colts 1st down. A lot to praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
Now a toss right to Barkley. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13. They'll try the air now with Locke. Got his man complete over the middle. It's George. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. Saquon Barkley on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Colts are able to grow their lead. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. This is becoming quite the half he's had here.
Remember in our pregame meetings, they talked about wanting to run the football and staying with it? Well, when you're scoring this many touchdowns, there's no reason to go away from it, is there? They are off to a fantastic start. They hope it continues.
3 already for him. This is fielded at the goal line. Oh, eluding the tackle. And not a bad return. Here he gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Titans offense now, they get ready to do battle again here. Typically down to the first half, I might say, oh, you at least need a field goal out of this drive, but they're down to the point where they need a touchdown, don't they?
Yeah, normally, you know me. You've been around me for a while now, right? Yeah, I'm sorry about that. But normally, I'm the one preaching patience.
Yeah.
You know, take your time, first half, you still got a chance. I think they're out of patience here. This has to be a drive that gets a touchdown. So if you're the play caller, you're going to that.
And he'll be brought down by the Colts. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set. On third down, Mariota. And that is incomplete.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble. I don't know what was going on there, but the end result, this is going to be a safety. Well, I'm not totally privy to what went on with their offensive meetings, but, Charles, something tells me that one wasn't in the plan.
Yeah, when we had our production meeting, they didn't exactly share that with us, but I'm pretty sure that on the play sheet, the run backwards into your own end zone play was not written down.
Out come the Titans now. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
Well, you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. First down, Mariota. And he'll hit his tight end, Walker. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. Now Tennessee going to use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Mariota now on 2nd down. And they get to Mariota here as he's dropped on the sack.
This offensive line flat out cannot handle this pass rush. We've seen it demonstrated time and time again to the tune of 7 sacks in this game thus far.
Mariota will need a big play after the sack as the Titans come up 3rd and long. They'll try the counter with Dixon. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. Now here's a whistle and a timeout. It's called by the receiving team here, as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. And he'll take this in at the 1-yard line. Great blocking on the return. It springs him for 25. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. And the Colts getting ready to go. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
They begin with a run by Barkley. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down. Well, he's broken off some big-time runs here in this first half.
Yeah, and let's just face it. When you go into a game, you think you've got the plays that are going to work, but when you actually get out there and they're starting to happen, your confidence rises, and he's running with terrific ability right now.
That one good for 33 and a first.
Sometimes those lines that are drawn on a grease board or in a playbook, they come to life out on the field, don't they? And we just saw down that outside handoff to the right.
That right tackle, he gets excited for that call, doesn't he?
He does, because he just wants to dominate his guy and say, listen, I was the point of attack. I took care of business. That's why you're able to get downfield and add all those yards to your total.
Yeah, really nice gain there. Now they'll run it on the toss. He'll have another first down and more. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18. Now they'll run it on the toss. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Here's Luck now on 2nd down. Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19. And just like that, on we head to half number 2. So we come to halftime here with the visiting Colts taking the lead to the locker room. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. As the Colts offense makes their way out, we take a look at the playoff picture in the AFC.
Yes.
And for them, it's no longer a question of will they.
Yeah, okay, yeah, because I was going to start a campaign, a school campaign for an all-age selfish kid.
The playoffs,
Okay,
they clinched
what
the
you
division
thinking?
title. The question, can they hold on to that number 1 seed?
And this is where the mental fortitude comes to play, doesn't it? Because now you're not just the coach talking about it, his team talking about it to each other, supporting each other, carrying each other along, because having that number 1 seed means everything in the NFL.
It does. So even though the division title's clinched, shouldn't take the foot off the gas.
No, not at all. Play it all the way through.
Yeah.
I think we've seen that in recent years in the NFL. The teams that play and play to win each and every game, they're the ones to deal with in the playoffs.
Right.
Right back to him on first down. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Calling a loss of 2 on the play. And it'll be 2nd and 12.
Right.
To throw is Luck. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. 70th catch for him on the year, and like so many others,
Right.
this goes for a first down.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people.
I think that's an excellent idea.
From the 50, it's Luck. On the right side, it's Hilton with a catch. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down. That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7.
Right.
Now Luck. Throw left side complete. It's George. And he's corralled, but
Right.
not before getting it
They all-
inside the 35.
Because they all spend money anyway. They spend their mom and daddy's money.
As
So,
they keep this drive rolling, it's another first down. Whatever the
Makes
discussions were
sense
halftime to
to
try to
me.
slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
You have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because
Yes.
none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch.
yeah, well, the
50
caboose is
yards.
probably the only safe venue where you don't have to worry about anything
the
extra
air
going
again.
on. You know what I'm saying? You can really go in and handle your
On the
business.
check down. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. He can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure.
Left side has got a man. That's George. And they'll get this down to the 10.
I mean, what was crazy was, I was going to play some skinny during the prime time to say, well, Mayhem again was wrong, but he bopped it out before me. And I'm like, okay, well, shit, nigga, go ahead and do your thing. Shit, all right, man.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or
better against man because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
And they're going to get him down, but not before a pretty good run right there. That's a gain of 7, and we'll leave them with 2nd and goal coming up.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition set.
The radio is what it is, but we need skinny everywhere.
Feeling the defense get a little bit tired.
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Saquon Barkley, a 3-yard touchdown run. And the Colts add on to their lead. And that rushing touchdown is 4th, puts him just 1 shy of the NFL record in a single game.
And we all know he would love to get to that record.
Radio,
and even
like radio right now is a big waste of time because you're basically just paying for advertising with it. That's basically just advertising spots for no reason.
Fairbairn now to kick this one away.
Right.
This is fielded at the goal line.
Even last night after the Mosley show, you know, it was very interesting to kind of see how that crowd worked out. You know what I'm saying? It was good. It was a good turnout. I was able to make my little extra side money because I was running the show. But you know, I was like, look, I got to get my own wristbands, and if I got people coming, I'm charging whatever I want to charge them. Whether it's 25 or 30, don't matter. As long as I get my extra bread.
Come off the field, not really move the ball.
Blitz coming, and down he goes.
No, that's my thing, is making sure I got the extra bread.
Yeah, we talk about players blitzing all the time.
Yeah, so, you know,
sometimes call it just straight
well, like I said, you know, Tadal ended up coming down last night, so I didn't even have to host, so I was able to focus on getting everything done, keep everything organized, you know what I'm saying? But it was a good turnout last night. It was a really nice turnout.
Kind of start and comes through clean. Oftentimes, the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
The best offenses in the ones
Mayhem, you know, I think
Mayhem
I think Mayhem ended up getting to a fight last night, so.
From the shotgun, it's
no, not Mayhem, but, you know, just a little end of the night altercation, just some extra shit that we don't need, you know what I'm saying?
It's been a tough one all game long for this offensive line. They're already down big.
It might have been Mayhem, but I don't know. I just know that it was 2 bitches fighting. I seen him over there, so the fact that he was over there is a bad look overall. You know, and about no funny shit, you know what I'm saying?
Very good return that time. 18 yards. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10.
Is he still with her? He was playing his single a couple weeks ago.
The last time out, another touchdown. I think there may be some empty seats around here by the time the 4th quarter comes around.
Yeah, I have to agree with you because this was just about decided. But you know who benefits from all those empty seats? You and me, trying to get to the airport. The road to be fairly clear
that is
by the time we have to leave the booth.
Well,
now they'll run it on the toss. And the hole closes quickly. He gets it across the 35 to the 36-yard line. Bringing him down defensively, J.A. Brown.
Yep.
Again, it's Barkley. Spins by, and he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. That's good for an Indianapolis 1st down on a gain of 10.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. On first down, it's Locke. And the catch made by Hilton. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Throwing is Locke. Throw left side complete. That's George. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. 7 catches for him now, and this last one, a first down. A handoff to Barkley. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first.
I know that play went to the left side, and that's what it was designed to do, an outside handoff there. But how about the whole offensive line being involved? Seal the left side where the play was going, what they call play side. But how about on the back side? Just taking care of business to make sure no one can get there and disrupt it.
Is the biggest key the left tackle?
Without a doubt. Control that edge. Get out there. You want that left tackle. If you bring your tight end over there, either way, control the edge of the line of scrimmage. You got a chance to rumble.
Here's Locke. And that one not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up. His time is now run out. The Colts on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Now it's Locke. His pass caught at the 4. And he will have the first down before he's brought down at the 3. Give him a gain of 4, able to convert, and that sets up 1st and goal now. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. Give him 2 yards on that one. 2nd and goal now. So 2nd and goal, and standing by himself in the backfield, Barkley. Love under pressure now, and he's going to go down. Sacked back around the 8. This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? Luck now to throw. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. Trying to get their tight end involved finally. That's the first time that they've looked his way. He's kind of been a forgotten man in this offensive scheme.
Yeah, didn't look his way at all in the first half. And I'll bet you the offense coordinator made a note at the half and said, let's get him involved because he could be a big-time playmaker for us.
So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points. But this widens it out, as you said. And now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
And as this offense makes their way back out, it's AFC playoff race time as we give you a look. Mariota and the Titans break the huddle 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Now Mariota. Over the middle, Sharp's got it complete. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. You tackle them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
And he'll be brought down right around the 37. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs. Hard to believe his first catch of the game defensively. They bottled him up. That's why they're well on their way to victory.
Put your best cover guy on him and then change the coverages behind him throughout the game. Brackets, double, zone, man, you name it. Make sure he gets a lot of angles.
They're now running right through it. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the book...
And a big loss here as he's taken down.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. Throw right side, complete to Williams. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play...
A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 19. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he goes across the 20 to the 22. Rashaan Evans out of Alabama had the tackle defensively. They'll run it again with Barkley. He spins free. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. Give the Colts 13 yards and a first down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Running left, it's Barkley. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. On this day, the ground has been his, but at least on that individual play, we just saw the defense finally with a win.
Yeah, they finally got one, and that's a win for them. But all game long, he's seen the holes, and they've been huge for him. Kind of like a baseball hitter in the zone. The ball seems bigger, and he's just whacking it. These guys, they've got it going today.
The Colts on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6. Back to throw, Love. And the Titan defense steps up here, and down he goes. Jurrell Casey in there to get him, and that's sack number 6 for him on the year. And now before they run this 4th down play, we're going to get a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. They snap it to Locke. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And it's knocked away and incomplete. It was Kenny Vaccaro there to get a hand on that one. So we were looking at each other up here in the booth when they went for that, saying, oh, wow, talk about trying to add insult to injury.
Some teams are just like that. You know, some philosophies, some coaches are like, look, when I got a chance to put some more points on the board, I don't care what the situation.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Now a whistle and a timeout defensively. Trying to stop it, and they do with 2 seconds to go prior to the 2-minute warning. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. Mariota. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. So the Titans in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. 3rd and long here for Mariota. Trying to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. Picked off at the 13. This spot in the 4th quarter with that deficit had to throw the football. Unfortunately, there's the risk of big turnover.
And you know you're going to be throwing against nickel, dime, all sorts of exotic defenses, but you have to do it anyway. Ordinarily, you might want to run the football a little bit, try and get them out of it. But as you noted, this time of the game, this point on the clock, had to throw it.
Luck gonna throw it. Over the middle here, it's Hilton. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks. Now they'll run it on the toss. And nowhere really to go there. He'll take this up just shy of midfield. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. He'll go to Barkley again. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8. Throwing on 3rd down, Love. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's George. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. To throw on 2nd down is Love. He dumps it off to Barkley. Takes this to the 32, maybe the 31, as the defense rallies quickly after the nice move. Call it a gain of 3, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 1. Luck throwing again. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Perhaps they overthought this one a little bit. They've been running it real well on this drive, and it was 3rd and short, okay? They decided to throw the football incomplete. Yeah, they might have thought just a little bit too hard about that play selection.
He can run for it, and he will. And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here. That'll be their 3rd and final stoppage here as we step aside. A handoff, Barkley running left, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play, and that'll make it 2nd and 12. Here's Luck, and it's incomplete. They're still throwing to the very end, but now this game is over.